mean, St. Louis, if you look it up online, it's one of the most segregated cities in America.
We pay over 40% of the city budget for the school and for the police, and you hired trash.
My ex-husband is a school teacher. Year after year there's shootings, and it's like, when is it going to be his school and what's going to happen?
Shots fired!
And that's a terrible feeling.
The city didn't see any need to really develop that area because it's the area where Black and brown people live.
Just boom, 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 boom. I watched the blood in him cool to be undifferentiated.
Many people always say that, Hurricane Katrina was like a natural disaster, but it was very unnatural in its impact and in its follow-up.
That week alone, before killing St. John God, 8 people died. They died in my arms because I had no more Narcan.
No te tratan como persona, te tratan simplemente como un negocio. Simplemente somos un objeto para poder obtener dinero.
Nueva York, lo único que tiene de Walt Disney es que la mamá de Mickey te pasa por los pies.
I keep saying this, we're like the wild, wild west all over again. Only thing we lacking is horses and cowboy hats and boots, but it's the very same thing. They're walking down the street, ready to shoot. I go home sometimes, or just ride. Sometimes, y'all know, and I'll be riding down the street and I look at people just walking and I say, gun, gun, gun. And what I mean is, I could just look at who has a gun almost. And that's damn near 90% of the people out here on the street. They got guns.
I'm out passing, dropping these at these businesses. We're trying to get to the schools, drop them off so we can put it out there so we can get, anything is to save someone.
What's happening? I'm gonna put these up here, man. Okay. All right. Thank you.
We have 24-hour hotline, even on the weekend, no days off. And at the times it is right now, we can't afford to take no days off. It's really been a bad times for everyone. I get alerts from different crimes that go on in the city. It's just indicating that there was a shooting on the 2600 block of Whittier. It's just information about what's going on. It's not a certain busy. All the time, all day been busy sometimes, non-stop.
Yeah, you can go anywhere in this city and it's bound. We don't have like I get what you said, like what's the hot spots? Baby, the city is hot. They kill down here, it's hot everywhere.
This street is called Dr. Martin Luther King, okay? Now, let me just drive down. It does not represent the man at all. When you ride down the street, look to my left, you see all these buildings. They're vacant buildings. And they've been vacant like this for years. I mean, some 10, 20, 30 years. There's a stark contrast in segregation in the city, in all of the communities. I mean, St. Louis, if you look it up online, it's one of the most segregated cities in America. When St. Louis was one of the most prominent cities in the U.S. At the time in the 1920s and 30s, St. Louis had a population of nearly 1 million people. And now it's declined to 320,000 within the city itself.
I got the Narcan, and I also have gun locks. So, and what did you say your zip code was? 63115. That's for your gun lock. Yes, ma'am, sister, you have a good day. 63115. And that was one distributor. Okay, so we have Narcan and gun locks. So while they're giving out the lunch bags and making sure everyone has their lunch bags, I like to offer Narcan, especially in neighborhoods like this, because it's a drug-targeted neighborhood. We want to make sure they have access to that. Like this guy right here, sitting right here, he said no, he didn't want any because we distribute so much. But as long as it's in the community, my work here is done. So we have a lot of tragedies where children get into contact with a gun that wasn't properly in a safe place for them. So we get these into the community so that they can just lock up their guns and use when necessary. It doesn't just have to be, and some of them don't even have safeties, you know, so we want to make sure kids cannot harm themselves or someone else. So we like to give these out as well.
So we make 30 bags, but if we can get a contact with 35 plus people, that's what we do. Because not only do they want a bag, they want other resources as far as anything the Urban League has to offer. You know, we do utility assistance, the rental assistance, give out food boxes, face masks, hand sanitizers.
Some of the neighborhoods that we're working out of, we have helped reduce crime. We have helped save people's lives because the people that we're serving, like I said, we train them to use the Narcan, so they're using it and it's saving lives. So it's making a deep impact. The people, we've built a relationship with them since we've been doing it so long, so they know who we are when we come out. They're excited to see us. They show us appreciation. They let us know that they really appreciate us caring and coming out.
We're gonna call them and set up something with them. What about like this dude? Are you thinking about putting them up in a hotel as well? You think that'd be 3560488? Huh?
This one is food.
That parking lot though.
Okay.
Off of West Bill.
Okay.
Got a call from an individual whose son was at school, and he mentioned about another kid having a firearm. And long story short, he told on the kid having the firearm, and I guess as a retaliation, his mom's house was shot up. So we're gonna meet with her in the next hour, maybe 30 minutes to an hour or so now, to see if we can get this situation mediated or relocation is necessary.
The community that we work with, you know, a lot of people have, it's important for them to know that we don't work with the police. That helps us with the same thing Dyson was saying, with getting the correct information. When they know that we are just like them, they learn to trust us. So it's very important that we have that rapport and we let them know, you know, that we are from the streets.
I've not always been this person that I am now. So if I can show my kids that I can change and can thrive and to achieve different things as I am now, it'll give them, let them know that, yeah, we can do this, giving them a role model figure. Instead of someone that they can say, well, my dad is the stereotypical dad that's, he's been to prison or this and that. No, I can tell you about my past, but I want to let you know that we're not going to discuss my past because that's why it's the past, and I want to show you what the future can be like. It's the small things that matter, like to see someone out cold, hungry, and to know that I can talk to that person, I can provide that person with food or shelter. It's fulfilling because that lets them know that there's people that's still out there that cares. It's not a hopelessness world like everyone thinks it is.